For the longest time, the West Indies were keeping up with the required rate to get just a shade under 200. They were going at 10 and over, but they were losing wickets at regular intervals. That's been the story of the West Indies run chase so far. 87 for 4 at the end of 10 overs. Once again, Nicholas Pooran has been the key to West Indies' batting effort. Deepak Chahar with a couple of wickets, Harshal Patel with one, and the local boy Venkatesh Iyer also chipping in with the wickets. Every West Indian batsman scoring in excess of 100 in terms of strike rate, but it's no point if you scored that and gone back to the pavilion. Here on Cricbuzz Comm Box, I'm joined by Dinesh Karthik. Certainly, you'd have to say a good effort by the West Indies, but they need to keep wickets in hand if they want to harbour hopes of chasing this down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, they've played well, positively, taken on some big shots, but they haven't managed to stay there. And that's going to make it hard to chase. More you lose wickets, the harder it gets to chase as you get deeper into the game.
Certainly does. Have you had a look at that? Both Kyle Mayers, who played so well in the first game, Shea Hope's coming in for the first time in this T20 series, 8 of 4, 6 of 5. Powell looked good. He was once again looking good, 25 of 14 deliveries. And Pollard, you'd have to say, has been the disappointment as far as the bat is concerned for the West Indies. But still, Roston Chase to come for a bit of steadying and enough batting. But it's just a question of whether they can hold it together with the required rate, still very much within control.
True. That's exactly the point. They've, as we've spoken, I think they've played some big shots, done well, but they've set themselves up, but they've gotten out, and that's added more pressure onto them.
It has added a bit of pressure, but the pressure can only come from a good bowling effort. Once again, Rohit Sharma marshalling his resources, getting the right people on at the right time. And this is what India's bowlers have done so far in the first half of the innings. Venkatesh Iyer with the wicket, as we said. Harshal Patel's picked up the wicket. We know he's going to come back at the later part of the innings. But Deepak Chahar as well with 2 wickets for 15 runs. The only person who'd want to have changed something on that bowling lineup, DK, is Avesh Khan. Not quite making that early impression on debut.
Yeah, I think, he bowled sharp. It's a hard ground to bowl on because people are just looking to hit you over the top, and they did manage to do that. But as we spoke, his strengths will again come back in the back end of the game, at which he is very good. And Harshal Patel, him and Shardul will, be bowling the last 5 overs. So, the next 5 overs are going to be crucial if they can give themselves a good chance of not losing wickets and scoring some runs. 560, 565 is possible. We saw India getting 90, but 565 is possible. But again, they'll need wickets in hand.
Yeah, Deepak Chahar as well. Wickets in hand, as Dinesh Karthik says, is going to be the absolute key. Do you see them changing approach at all? I mean, we talked for two T20s rather about Roston Chase's role. He's not playing that role anymore. Do you even see him coming into bat ahead of any of the big hitters, or is he just going to be padded up and sit there waiting?
I think it depends. If they lose wickets again, he's going to come. But if they take the game deep, you'd see the other Romario Shepherds and Fabian Allens coming in to tonk the ball a long way.
It's a change in culture, isn't it, DK? When we in ODI cricket, when we used to say the run rate required is 9, 10, even 11 and over, you'd be like the game is running away from you. But now those kind of run rates are actually what you crave for, in particularly the last 5 or 6 overs.
Yeah, I think people getting 550, 555 has become a norm these days. So, you're pretty comfortable kind of chasing those kind of totals.
And as we are talking, I know we used to call it the Cricbuzz Comm Box curse, but I don't think it's a curse anymore. It's just about the fact that India have been taking wickets at regular intervals. This is a small interval, and they've taken another wicket. Jason Holder's fallen to Venkatesh Iyer, and I think that again spells doom, you'd have to say, for the West Indies. Batting to come, but again they continue to lose wickets.
It's good, I think, Venkatesh Iyer coming in, chipping in a couple of wickets. That's really good for him. But again, as we said, they need to hold wickets, otherwise it's going to get harder as the game rolls on.
Yeah, and just to be a little cheeky, it's a KKR combination that got them. Caught Shreyas Iyer, bowled Venkatesh Iyer. That's it's not just the Iyer connection, it's the Kolkata connection at the Eden Gardens. West Indies are being outdone at this fabulous venue with a few crowds in. It's looking very, very tough for them. If they can turn things around, I can tell you what the post-match show we'll have lots to talk about. We still will have plenty to talk about when DK and I will be joined by Ajay Jadeja. For now, from Cricbuzz Comm Box, that's all we have.